As you can tell by the title of the video, I finally have taken the Taran Tactical Innovations Combat Master out onto the range. Not in this configuration. I added this, the Holosun 509T, the day after because the plate came from C&H Precision. But this project was actually more than me getting a gun built and massaged by Taran Butler at Taran Tactical Innovations. It was more than a groovy, cool process that we went through to make this happen. This was an attempt by me to recapture something I lost after my heart attack, which Glocks became an issue. I don't know why. It might have all been in my head. It might have all been in my hands, whatever it was. But whatever it was, I had to relearn how to shoot. Now this gun came about because I tried it with another Glock G45, put an optic on it, couldn't make it work. Then I made a SIG P320 work that was at the range anyway, and I decided to get rid of everything. And then I had a conversation with Taran Butler. Now, I've interviewed Taran a couple of times in association with Staccato, and so he'll take my phone call. I don't want to imply that he and I are buddy pals, but he'll take my phone call. And while I was having that phone call with him, he said, "Hey, well, send me a Glock, and I'll tweak it for you." I didn't have any to send him. So I went out and I found this one and I sent it to him. He let me know when he received it.
It's your box here. You want me to open up on camera? All right. What do we got here? Glock 45, Gen 5, bone stock. I'll get this thing all macked out for you to look like this in the end. So I'll get it done. I'm going to drop test it for you. All right.
Now, along the way, when I made the video about I can't shoot a Glock, a young man named Tony Young reached out to me. And he is a USPSA Grandmaster. He shot all of his matches with a Glock 26. And he analyzed the way I was shooting by downloading the video. And what he decided was that I needed to be gripping, and this is my control gun. This is a not stock Glock 19 Gen 5. It is not stock because it has the Timney trigger and it has the XS Big Dot sights on it. Other than that, it is fairly stock. I don't like to put the back straps on these things because the grip angle gives me enough trouble as it is. So this was my control. Now, he recommended that I grip the gun down here, even though I'm gripping it here, to put more pressure down here at the base or the heel of the grip handle, if you want to. I did this a few times in some stuff with the Mantis X Laser Academy training system, and this was working. This was hitting center with the laser simulator. In the meantime, I'd call up Taran and I'd say, "Hey, how's it going with the gun?" He'd tell me he was really bearing down on it. But I digress. One of the reasons that it was so important for me to be able to shoot this platform is because this is a significant platform in handgun history. It has to be right up there with CZ75 and the 1911 as far as what's going to... I mean, lots of people are cloning this gun now. Lots of people are trying to duplicate what it does, which is, you know, it's the epitome of a great many things. Is it perfect? No, not out of the box. I happen to think this one comes really close, but we're coming to that in just a minute. So I got a little excited there because towards when we were coming up on what turned out to be the cancellation of the NRA show, I called up Taran and he said, "Yeah, we're just about finished." And then he sent me a video.
Pull. All right. Those are falling a little bit, right? But we had to be on the bottom side. So we got it.
Hey, Taran. Just finished this gun for Bill Frady. Did a trigger job on it. Want you to check it out real quick.
Oh, wow. This is really nice. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give that to Dan Crenshaw instead. Phil can wait.
What?
He'll get over it.
But it turned out that he was misdirecting me and he was just having a little fun, which I told him was cool, but hey, sort of looked like he gave my gun to Representative Dan Crenshaw, didn't it?
Hey, Dan. We have something for you.
Oh, okay. You know I can't take gifts as a politician, right?
I'll hold on to it.
Well, but
I have to pay for this.
you already paid me, so
Oh,
we're even.
thank you so much. Well, this is kind
We're
of
even.
cool. What do you got here? Whoa. That's pretty badass. Wow.
Let's go ahead and pull
Really,
it.
guys? Thank you. I mean, wow. You guys
That's
can't
awesome.
just give me that. That's amazing.
But then he gave me a call. He wanted to know if I wanted to go with the Timney trigger in this gun as well, which I thought that would be a good idea since I have it in that gun. Timney trigger is a very good trigger for those of you looking at an aftermarket trigger for the Glock. I happen to think this is a game changer. And this, well, he installed it.
So you bastard, your gun's almost done. Sneak peek. It's gonna go out Monday. I'm gonna drop test it.
He tested it.
Hey!
And he sent it my way. My problem with Glock since 2015 has been that I have been shooting low left. And with this gun, and with a little bit of advice from a young man, I went out to the range this past weekend and I tested out straighter grip angle and a different grip. And this is what I found out. Now, the long and short of this, looking at that, is that I was shooting center mass, and I was shooting exactly where I was aiming. And this was not with a red dot. I only had, steel sights on both of these guns. I did it not quite as well with this gun, okay? This gun, there was a little, when you're out there and you're trying to say, well, why would you do anything to a Glock? Take a look at this. This is a shot. I did an isolation of a shot with both of these guns at the same point of the bullet exiting the barrel. And this gun is already going back into battery. This gun is still coming back. So there is a bit of a difference with the way they massage these guns. I can shoot center mass with a stock Glock. Well, at least a stock configuration as far as most of the other stuff. I'm not gonna kid you. I think the Timney trigger, which is so smooth, has a lot to do with that. I'm also going to tell you that the for me, the XS Big Dot sights. If you're not going to run a dot, I think that's the way to go. I need to find out if they have some co-witnessing sights, don't I? That would be pretty good if they had co-witnessing sights, I think. I'll have to call Addison about that one. However, Taran Tactical Innovations is not a sponsor of mine. Taran did a very, he wanted to help me out. He wanted to show me something. And to that end, with this gun becomes one of the guns that I never get rid of. He's not a sponsor. He's just a, I would love to think of him as a friend. I don't know if I know him that well, but he sure did me a solid, and I do appreciate that. And if you have the means to look into one of these, I heartily recommend it, because what you're going to get out of it is a weapon that you can carry, and you can carry with confidence, and you can shoot just crazy accurate, crazy controllable. And this combination with all of this stuff on this, the relative weight of these guns is not that different, because without the flashlight and somebody tried to tell me in one of the videos I posted on Instagram, it was because of the flashlight. But this gun weighs less without the flashlight than this gun does, because the slide has been lightened and because there's been some stuff taken off of the grip. So that's sort of a wash as far as I'm concerned. But if you can take a gun and make it this light, and then, you've got just all the touches of it. This is all easily carried. And with the, I'm very much a fan of the 509T. Never had tried this before. Take a look at it. Taran Tactical Innovations, Holosun, Timney triggers, XS Big Dots, Streamlight. Check all those guys out. And, finally, my food for thought bears fruit. I appreciate you taking the time to check this out, and I am out of here.